Hey, I'm Dr. Mike Hughes. Welcome to our clinic. At Gateway Family Chiropractic, our vision is to restore families to their natural state of health. Our purpose is to educate and to adjust as many families as possible towards optimal health through natural chiropractic care. If you've heard anything about us, hopefully you know that we take our job seriously when it comes to education. We know that our job as your doctor is not only to be able to help you get well, but more importantly, teach you how to stay well. Now, we understand that it is an optimal functioning spine and nervous system that is essential for optimal health. There is a condition known as vertebral subluxation, which will prevent you from experiencing optimal health. You'll see it is well understood by informed healthcare providers that a misalignment of the spinal bone or vertebrae will create an endangering amount of stress on your spinal cord and your nerve roots and also your nervous system. As you know, your nervous system is your master system. That means it runs everything. Your brain is constant communication with all of your tissues, your organ systems, and those systems are always talking back to your brain. And all of that communication takes place across nerves. That exchange of information that keeps you functioning properly and also how healing happens. If there's ever a breakdown in that communication, it simply moves you away from health. That's called the subluxation. Now, if it exists in your body and it goes unnoticed or uncorrected, eventually it becomes symptomatic. So symptoms occur at the end of the problem, not necessarily at the beginning of the problem. So some of those obvious causes of subluxations could be things like sports traumas, motor vehicle accidents, slip and falls. But what we find that's more commonly that causes subluxations would be the results of cumulative effects of our bad habits. These might be our poor posture, or poor sleeping positions, or poor positions in a workplace. And I'm specifically talking about sitting in front of our computers, or checking our phones or emails, text messaging, or sitting in our car or the bus on our commute from work and back. These things tend to stack up over time, and until something either breaks down, or we get sick, or something starts to hurt bad enough, it's not until then that we're motivated to go find a doctor. Spending any time in our office, you might notice that we see a lot of children here. And that might be confusing to some of our newer patients. Why would a chiropractor see all these kids? Well, the most current research shows us that many of our problems started way back when we were little ones, while we were learning to walk, or the falls that we took, and even sports that we played. Did you know that some of our patients experienced their very first spinal trauma, and therefore their first subluxation, during the birthing process, or even the delivery itself? That's why in our office we make it our highest priority to check every member of the family, and that we can create a written record for early detection of subluxation. That way, these little ones have the best opportunity to grow up healthy and develop optimally, as opposed to waiting for a crisis like maybe you and I were taught. These concepts are crucial to helping you have a healthy life. I hope they make sense.